This is Roy J. Akers with you on the Double Eagle podcast. Today we have Eastern Michigan men's coach, Andy Walker. Andy, the Eastern Michigan Eagles MAC golf team is going places this year. Matter of fact, you're literally going places. You're going all over the country, and I think are you even going to Mexico for a tournament, or is that the women? I'm not sure.
I think the women are going there, but we're heading over to Hawaii, which isn't too bad bad of a place to hang out for a week.
Yeah, I understand that you're looking for one stowaway reporter, and I volunteer. So
I,
here we go.
I love it. I love it. You can roll with us anytime.
All right, thank you very much. Well, Coach Walker, you come from VCU University. Is that Virginia Commonwealth University?
It is Virginia Commonwealth. Yeah.
Where you won several titles in that conference, as I understand it. You're an excellent recruiter, and that's helped you to go all over the world to bring in some of the best Eastern Michigan Eagle golfers. Why don't you brag on your team for a few minutes?
Not hard to do right now, to be honest. We were pretty excited about the crew that we brought in. A smaller team, but a team with a lot of depth, if that makes sense. I think everyone has a chance and is going to play in the lineup this year. Out of the seven, all seven are international. We have Robbie Turnbull coming from New Zealand, just a world-class player, a lot of pedigree. He's come in early, playing some really good golf, shot 63 a couple days ago. So, nothing.
63?
Yeah.
Putt or the real deal?
Well, I tell you what's funny, Roy, is he shot 63 and he wasn't low round on the team that day. So that's a good thing. And I'm sure he wasn't too happy to not be the low round, but I'm pretty sure he's happy that the other guy was his teammate. So, we have Robbie Turnbull in. We've got Charlie Box, who was a two-time junior college first-team All-American. He won the national championship individually last year. Just a great kid from the UK. He's coming in as a junior, a transfer junior. Like I said, two-time first-team All-American, just solid as a rock. I mean, really excited to see him in competition this year. Our returners, Timothy Chan, he came with me from VCU. He had a really good year there with me. Came here, had a good solid year last year. He's really inspired. He's from Hong Kong. I think having these guys push him this year is going to be really good for Timothy. Another senior we have is Rory McDonald O'Brien, another world class, from the UK. Had a really good year last year. Almost won the MAC championship individually. A former winner of the English Am. Played his first couple of years at USC Aiken, a Division II tournament, and what's pretty unique is he won a Division I tournament as a Division II player. So, really a lot of pedigree there. Let's see, going down the list, Carlos Fernandez Motera came in from Charleston University. Really a last-minute transfer we got this summer, and just a bulldog. Not big in size at about 5'7", but big in game and heart. And what's funny is the day that Robbie shot 63, Carlos shot 62. So he's going to add a lot of depth to this team. Let's see. I know who am I missing here? Goodness gracious, the team's so deep and everyone's playing so well.
I think you have Joshua Hess. He's from
Hess. I mean, just
Switzerland, right?
Yeah, from Switzerland. Josh came in and has been playing some really good golf. I think Josh is going to be a mainstay in the lineup, especially as a freshman. He won the Nota Begay last year on TV, so a lot of people got to see that on Golf Channel. He finished second at the Orange Bowl. He just played on the Swiss team for the European Team Championships on their national team, and then an eighth player is going to be joining us. Rupert Toomey from Australia in January. And so it's going to be, he's on a heater right now. So we can't wait to get him over here in January. And so we're really excited about the lineup that we have.
Sure. Now, when you're recruiting these players, do you have a budget to go over there? You zooming kind of like what we are right now? You see them at other tournaments. Some of them are over here in school academies or golf academies. So how does it work for you?
We go see every player. So we've been this year alone between myself, Coach Yip. Ryan Yip is a former MAC champion. Played on tour as well. He was a coach at Kent State, and and we've put some miles on. I think from two guys that weren't Delta guys, we're both Platinum Elite in 1 year. And so, but we've been to Argentina, we've been to Australia, we've been to Spain, we've been to the UK, we've been to Tokyo. I mean, we've been a little bit everywhere this year recruiting. So there's not too many places that we won't go. So we like putting our eyes on them. I think there's only so much you can really see in a swing video or zooming. You know, we get to know them, but we want to see the sound. We want to hear the sound of it. We want to see the trajectory the ball comes off. You know, and when we do that, then I think once we put the pieces together, it makes for a good recruit coming in.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Now you took over for Bruce Cunningham, I think it was last year, and you've made this program your own. You've got yourself international players out there. Are you also looking locally for players? I imagine that's a rhetorical question. You're going to say yes. So how does that work for someone to become a Eastern Michigan player, and what type of player are you looking for?
So, you know, it's really strategic. I've had a lot of success at the places I've been before with international players. And with really rebuilding and rebranding this program, you know, it's going to go from Bruce did a great job creating a culture here.
Sure.
So my job is to take that culture and create a national champion out of it. And so what we're going to do is obviously we start with international players because those are the ones that we've had success with, we have relationships with before. Kind of like at VCU, it started that way. Then we started bringing some kids from Virginia and got the number one player from Virginia in, and we're looking to do the same here. So it's really a process. I would say, you know, probably our next recruiting class will have some more domestic, you know, players in it, but you know, we really like to see players that are well-traveled, players that play a lot of competition, not just locally, but domestically, internationally, and really high-level golf. And that's what we seem to be getting with a lot of the international players is, you know, players that games travel, they've played professional events, you know, they've played with in their national teams around the world, and it's someone that we know can go peg it in, you know, all kinds of conditions and different environments every week.
There you go. And with that, in 30, we're going to come back and we are going to find out where Eastern Michigan, where the men's Eagles team is going to play. We're going to kind of highlight some of those events on the schedule. And we're also going to kind of find out what your ultimate goal is for this upcoming year. I have a feeling I know, but I want to hear it from Mr. Walker's mouth. We're going to do that for you.
It has 3 NASCAR Cup teams, 2311 owned by these two, but this guy actually races for his team. And they both share the track with the team owned by Yup, this guy. 3 teams, 4 legends, all going after 1 cup. Now you're up to speed. You in?
With us, Eastern Michigan Eagles golf coach Andy Walker. Andy, your team is going all over the country to play golf this year. What is your strategy for having, you know, I mean, you're playing in several Western states and that. I know you're starting off, it looks like in Chandler, Arizona at the Whirlwind Collegiate International, and that's going to happen a week from today.
Yeah, we're really excited. I think what I'm most excited about is that's home for me, right? So Phoenix is home. I've played, you know, Corn Ferry and nationwide tour events there at Whirlwind. I won a couple of events there at Whirlwind. Coach Yip played the finals at Q School there and played really well at Whirlwind. So it's a place we're really familiar. My mom's there. My brother and my nieces and nephews are there. And my son just checked him into ASU as a freshman. You know, he lives 10 minutes away. So, you know, it's going to be a homecoming of sorts. But more importantly, we're gonna take a team there that can win. And I'm really excited about, you know, the possibility. Last year, I think we finished top 5, I believe, or maybe in that 5th or 6th spot. So going back with a team that we know should have a good chance to win is going to be really neat. And to do it in front of my hometown, you know, there's no better place for it.
That's outstanding. Now we don't have to talk about every tournament. We can talk about all of them or not, and also whether or not there's a major or 2 in there that are extra motivational for you. And I do think that the last tournament might just be one of those for you, as it's kind of like home. But you have the Highlands Invitational that's going to be coming up in Illinois.
Yeah. Wake Forest hosts that event along with East Tennessee State. Really looking forward to that golf course. I don't think any of us have played it. It's a ultra private golf course there in Chicago. We're really looking forward to that. We go straight from there. We don't come back to school. We leave straight from Chicago and head to the Tucker, which is definitely one of the deepest fields of the year. Great golf course. We got a little redemption there. I've got a love-hate relationship with the Tucker in New Mexico. I played it, won a tournament there in college, and last year we finished dead last. Right.
Oh,
And so, but we've got a whole new team that's going to be going over there, and guys that I know can finish dead first. So that's going to be the goal this year. Then we go to a new tournament at Point O' Woods. Here.
let me stop you real quick. The
Yeah.
Tucker Intercollegiate, everybody that's watching out there, is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Let's continue on because you have the Jim DeLapa Collegiate, the one you're talking about in Benton Harbor, right?
Yeah, Benton Harbor. Again, I had success there. I played well at the Western Amateur, 30 years ago, or probably more than 30 years ago now. And so, great golf course, a really good first year event hosted by Central Michigan. I'm really looking forward. We go down, spend some time in Florida, Florida Gulf Coast event at West Bay down near Naples.
Yep.
And then I think one of the treats for the fall is going to be going to Hawaii and playing at Kapolei. And so that's going to be a great team bonding trip. We're going to have some fun, but more than anything, we're there to win.
Yeah, now you do have looks like a 1 day date at the Golden Flasher tournament. The Kent State golf programs, both men and women. The women are definitely the team to beat in the MAC every year. With the men, what's going on at the Golden Flasher?
It's a 1 day individual event. So some of the guys that aren't traveling on the team will go down and play 1 day event down there just to keep getting them reps. We're really excited about where this team is at, and we're really excited about changing the landscape of MAC. And I think this team here is going to do that. And don't sleep on the women's team. They've got some players coming in that are going to shock everybody, and hopefully they can dethrone the Kent State women as well.
Yeah, Kent State's won 26 in a row, and we're going to have Mr. Brewer on. I had him on this past spring. We're going to have him on again, and we're not going to fall asleep on anybody. It's just a tall task. When you won 26 in a row, you're going to have to knock them out. You can't win on points, right?
You're definitely not going to win on points, and you're not going to win off of reputation. But 26 is enough for me. How about that?
Well, there you go. Let's keep on with your team because this spring you got the Hal Williams Collegiate in Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah, good golf tour. They played Robert Trent Jones. They have Q School there. They've held multiple U.S. Open qualifyings. I've had some success there with previous teams at previous schools. I know Coach Yip has as well, and so we're looking forward to going there. From there, we go to the All-American Golf Club of Houston. The University of Houston hosted. Really good field, and it's where they hosted the Shell Houston Open, and so really looking forward to going and playing a tour venue, and you're going to kind of see that we don't play in one region. We're not just in the Midwest. We're not just in the South.
That's true.
We're not just in the South. We're not just in the Southwest, right? We go a little bit everywhere because these are guys that we're developing to play on the PGA Tour, DP Tour, wherever they want to hang their hat the rest of their careers. And so being able to move and adapt to different, environments, different greens, different types of grasses and different courses is going to be important for that.
Yeah. We'll kind of roll through the last couple, but you are at the All-American Collegiate in Humboldt, Texas. You have the Bridgestone Collegiate in Napa, California. The Goodwin also in California. I think Stanford's the host of that one. And then in Naples, Florida, you have the Calusa Cup. My father lived down in Naples before he passed away. And so Estero and Naples, I'm very familiar with those areas. Those are some of the very exclusive and excellent golf courses down there, and I'm sure that the Eagles can hardly wait to play some of those. Yeah,
Stanford is I would say the highlight of the year. That's a really deep field, great golf course. Obviously, the history of Stanford golf, so it's the first time that we've gone to that event, and then we go right from there down to the Calusa Cup, which is probably the most prestigious event we play. And it's a small field, but it's at Calusa Pines. A lot of top 20 teams are going to play in that. Florida State usually play, and some of those schools. So it's going to be a great way to kind of end and get us into MAC championship season.
Yeah, and I would imagine that your goal is not only to win the MAC this year on the men's side, but you want to make the regionals. You want to make that NCAA regional tournament, and I'm sure you have a goal beyond that. But I want you to say it.
Yeah, winning the MAC is definitely a goal for the team, and I think the athletic department. Our goals are a little higher. We'd love to get there before MAC happens and go as an at-large to regionals, and then obviously advance through regionals. And this is a team here, I think, with a lot of internationals. If we can get into match play, which this team can, if we play well, I don't think there's a lot of teams that are going to be able to just walk over us. But if the team is doing the right things and we can get into match play, I think with the internationals and their history of playing a lot of match play, it could be a very scary season for us.
That is outstanding. I'd like to get this commitment from you as we wrap it up today, Coach Walker. I'm confident you guys are going to win a tournament or two, or at least be in the top three. Who knows? Water seeks its own level. But I would love to have you and a player or two come back on either in the fall or in the spring, and we're going to brag on Eastern Michigan Eagles men's golf. How about that?
I'll definitely 100% commit. I appreciate the support. Michigan has been great to the family, it's been great to the team and the program, and I can't wait to help prove the Michiganders proud.
Well, I think you're going to do that. Coaching in the MAC, you coach at one of the best schools in the MAC, and you also have a home golf course that's outstanding with Eagle Crest and that. We'll save that conversation for another time. Everybody, Coach Andy Walker, Eastern Michigan University men's golf team, and I want you to hit them long and straight and be accurate out there, and you're going to do us proud on the Double Eagle Golf Podcast. Thank you very much, Coach.
Thanks for having me, Roy, and go Eagles.